By now, most of you, I'm sure, have heard that we're not going back to the school building this year, that you'll finish your 8th grade year out through e-learning or the packets that teachers have supplied you with. And from talking with you all and through the grapevine from parents and teachers, it's not really the ideal thing that you guys wanted either. So what I plan to do the next few weeks is kind of help you all with some thoughts and ideas about how you can make this work to your benefit and use the moment rather than it being seen as a setback. So again, I'll spend the next few weeks going over this, and hopefully it will generate some conversation, and you can join me on Wednesdays to talk about that stuff, or email me and get in contact with me about that. So this week we'll start off, and again, what I'm discussing is how we can use the moment. And even though we're talking about the moment and the situation we're in currently with coronavirus, these are things that you can use throughout the rest of your life to help you along. So again, this is how we can use the moment. So what I mean by use the moment is we need to live in the now, the present, and not live in the future, not live in the past, because what people tend to do is they focus on the worry and the challenges that may be their future, challenges that they need to overcome, or the worry that, will my future be what I want it to be? So you end up so caught up in what might possibly happen or what could be that you miss all the stuff that's currently going on now. You miss all the opportunities that you could be experiencing right now. Of course, with the past, again, those worries and those challenges that have happened before, a lot of time when people focus on that, it keeps them from trying new things, trying the opportunities, or retrying something because they failed in the past. That being said, we don't need to completely discount our past, because it is a vital part of what's led us to do and make certain choices. What we need to do is just realize that all these things that have created stuff around us, the thoughts that we might have, they're our circumstances. They are the situation we are in. And it might have something to do with poverty. It might have something to do with people in your family being incarcerated. And it might just have something to do with simply going through a tough time, a death in the family. Again, the coronavirus, the situation. These are all circumstances. They are not who we are. We cannot let them define us. And in order to do that, we need to focus on what can I do now, not what I can't do. Well, I can't go to school and go see my teacher, and I can't go see my friends right now. We don't need to focus on that. We need to focus on, well, what can I do? Well, I can get this packet done. I can email my teacher. I can get in contact with the counselor, with administration. There are ways that I'm able to communicate with people, maybe on social media, with my friends, with family members. Hopefully all of that leading to the realization that you're not as cut off as you sometimes feel you are. You just have to find different avenues to do those things that you enjoy. So with living in the present, the first point is that your circumstances aren't you. Your present circumstances may be affecting you, but they aren't who you are, and they don't determine who you will be someday. I ran across some thoughts that teenagers have had about this whole use the moment and, your circumstances aren't you, kind of their thoughts. One says that one reason I think I'm more successful than other kids my age is because I didn't let my circumstances make me. I was aware of problems in my community, and I made up my mind that I wasn't going to become a statistic. I made up my mind I wasn't going to be in jail. I wasn't going to have a baby before I got married. I was going to finish high school, go to college, and get my PhD, and become an active leader in my community. and I wasn't going to let anything stand in my way. Another says, it's natural to linger in the past about some things, and everyone should do that a little bit because you definitely have to learn through mistakes in life. You have to have bad experiences because you'll never learn if you don't. But you're not going to be stuck in a situation forever. You can always climb out of it. I used to worry about the future and how things would be, but you can't control it. You can only prepare for it the best way you can. You need to live in the moment because the moment is the only thing you can live in, and try to take steps that will be good for your future. And lastly, the past is the past. It has made you what you are today, but if you don't take advantage of what is happening now, you're not going to have that bright future. All right, so give those questions some time to think about, and see how you kind of view your circumstances, how you're using the moment, how you can maybe possibly better use the moment. And that'll conclude part 1. Part 2 we'll do next week. In the meantime, I encourage everyone to stay strong and share laughs. So that being said, especially the laugh part, please join me on Wednesday. We're doing a new time at 2:45 p.m. Check your emails. I'll have the 2 interns from USC will be joining us. Ms. Thomas will be joining us, the 7th grade counselor. And hopefully sharing a laugh. We'll be playing a game. All I'll say for right now is you need to make sure you have a snack with you. And took it a step further. You can join me if you want, as far as taking it a step further. But our game will have something to do with having to eat a snack for a certain circumstance. But I have some Takis, which I really don't care for. So if you want to get a hot snack to make it more interesting. And I also have some Warhead super sour spray candy, which just sounds awful. But again, that's going to be with our game this Wednesday, 2:45 p.m. Check your emails. Other than that, I'll see you next week.